Stat E. What are we on? 1.52. Stemplots. Or Stemplot. So this was from 1.51 data. This was the data that we had from Friday. Oh, I can do sideways and stuff? That's cool. So here's the data that we had from Friday, and we created a dot plot of this. It's review. If you want to have that as a reference in your notes, please do add. But what we did is we created a dot plot, but I want to talk about a stem plot and how it looks. So that's just what we had from before. So a stem plot is also known, and you might know it as a, what again? What did I call it before? Anybody hear what I call this? And you might have referred to it in middle school? A stem and leaf plot. All right, a stem and leaf plot. Now we don't add the and leaf piece in our class in college in a intro to statistics course, but the leaves are important because we have to understand what the stems are and what the leaves are. So what's very important here is that a key must be included to indicate what the values of the stem, why does it keep doing that? The stem and leaves represent. It should also includes the variable. Now, a really good stem plot will tell us what does that number represent. In this class data, what does each value number represent? Siblings. So my key should tell me what the number means in terms of siblings. So in this case, our first off, this is about stat students. And we're going to place inside of here, we know that the lowest also includes the variable. So what does now this is going to be a very poor done stem plot. It's a really easy one in essence. What do the tens go by? Or what is the lowest number? 1. So the minimum was 1, and let me actually write it over here. So the least was 1, and the most was what? No. What was the most? Yeah. The least number of siblings was 1. The most number of siblings was 12. Now, we're going to write 1, and we're going to identify the 1 as 0, 1. So the response of 0, 1 is really 0, 1, which means that the 0 is going to represent the stem. This is the stem, and this is the leaf. For the most, the number 1 is the stem, and then this would be a leaf. Now we want to pay attention to the stem. What is the lowest value of the stems? Go from and end to. What is the minimum stem? What was it? What was the lowest stem? stem. 0 is the lowest stem, signifying single digits. What is the largest value for the stem? Stem. No, it's not pointing at the 12. 1. So the lowest stem is 0. The largest stem is 1. We need to include both those numbers. So in mine here, I mean, shift it over a little bit, sorry. We're going to write a 0 and a 1, and that's it. Now, if somebody in here, for example, had 42 siblings, okay, then my stems would go from 0 all the way to 4. 42, the stem is 4. So if we had 1, so it would be 0 to 4, I would do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If we did, but these are only stems that we have. Everybody had either single-digit siblings or double-digit siblings. And we write them in order, but we only write the leaves. So again, this is the stems on here. And the leaves, I know it's leaves, but we call them leaves for stats. The leaves are on the right. So what is my first leaf? What is my first leaf? 1. And how many of those? 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Because there was 3 ones. How many students had 1 sibling? 3 students had 1 sibling. This was a student, this was a student, and this was a student. Which comes next? What number comes next? The number 2s. How many people had 2 siblings? 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many students had 3 siblings? 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, this is going to be a terrible type of graph. I'm actually going to just bring it down here a little bit like this. I'm just going to give myself more space. I'm just giving myself more space. There we go. All right, what number comes next? 4. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. Which number's next? 5. How many 5s? 1 student had 5 siblings. Next one. How many students had 6? Oh, sorry. 6, 6, 6. Next number? 7. How many students had 7 siblings? 1. My next number? 9. How many students had 9 siblings? So 1 single 9. And then, did anybody have 8 siblings? No. And then 12, where does that go? It goes on the next one. And that's, now, what am I missing here? I'm missing one more thing. I'm missing my key. So you can pick any response for your key. So pick any response that you see. 5. So 0/5 represents 5 what? What does that represent? 5 what? 5 siblings. And there's my key. So if it was, yeah, so if there was a 5 and a 5, if these numbers were reversed, that would represent 50 siblings. So, some things to note. Spacing Equal spacing of numbers is important. Now, I did not do a good job somewhere. Where didn't I do a good job of that? With the 2s and 3s. You see how squished up the 2s and 3s are? That would be a little bit bad, but for this unit, it's not too much. When we get into the next unit, it's going to be a very big, important thing. But all these numbers, to the best of our ability, should be about the same size, taking about the same space. All right? So this is what we call a stem plot. You should be able to create it, and you should be able to read those numbers and what they mean. So what occurred? How many siblings occurs most often? 2. I can see that because there are 5 2s in the same bin. Now, I want to note something as well. We refer this as a bin, okay? This is the zeros bin. This is the ones bins. That's are the tens bins, okay? These are bins. For a stem plot, bins are ordered 0 through 9 for the leaves. So they should go from 0 through 9 in order. Okay? We left 10 through 19 in order. So we call this bin width. The bin width is how wide are these? How many different numbers go through in here? From 0 to 9 is how many numbers? How many numbers is 0 through 9? It's almost, a lot of people are getting this wrong. 10. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 0 through 9 is actually 10 digits. Yeah, most people think 9 or 8. All right, so that's a stem plot. Questions on stem plots? I mean, we did the do now, we have this. We have one more type of stem plot to create. And this one's going to be new for you. The next one, this should be review. You've done this before, but it might be since middle school. Yeah, you've done stem plots. It's on your MCAS. It's on 10th grade MCAS. Yes, stem plots is a 10th grade MCAS and 8th grade MCAS. But now the next stem plot is not, so it is going to be new for you. This is called a split stem plot. Now, a split stem plot has all the properties of a stem plot except the bin width is 5. Each stem will be written twice. One for leaves 0 through 4, and one for leaves 5 through 9. I'll pause right here, and then we're going to create a split stem plot. It's going to look mostly the same. All right? Don't overthink it.
Is that place spelled written?
W-R-I-T-T-E-N, yes. No one ever trusts my spelling. My spelling's doo-doo. 5 through 9. So 0 through 4s and 5 through 9s. You're going to write each of the stems twice. So how many zeros are we going to write for the stems? 2. How many ones for the stem are we going to write? It's a trick question in this case. In this problem, you only need to do it once, but you should just do it twice. But the second one's going to be empty. Because nobody had 15 siblings. If somebody had 15 siblings, then we would have 4 different bins, as you'll see. You'll see. So now we good right here? So now let's create it. So this is a split stem, and again, it's for stat students. I'm going to do my bin. There's my line that divides the stems from the leaves. And I'm going to start on my stems. What are my stems going to be from? What's my first stem? 0. What's my second stem?
5.
We just said how many zeros you're going to write in? Twice. So what's the next one? 0. Wow, what's my next stem? And my next stem. And I'm going to write this as in red because in this problem you don't need the second one, but we'll talk about that right afterwards. Why you didn't need it. The first stem is going to look exactly the same for the most part. So if we look at the stem plot up there, what's my first numbers? What am I going to write? 1. Walk me through 1 and then how many ones? 1, 1, 1. Okay. Next one. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My next one. 4, 3. So 3, 3, 3, 3. And my next one. How many 4s? 4 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. And my next one. Uh-oh. Wait a minute, though. Here comes the new trick. Is it here, like that? No. This one, for the 5s, 5 through 9s for my leaves must go in the second bin of the stem. So these one only hold 0 through 4. The next one will hold 5 through 9. The next one will hold 10 through 14, 15 through 19. So now what's my next one? How many? How many? 1, 2, 3. Now notice how I'm doing a better job. You see how I'm making sure that they align above each other and they're taking up the same space? Important. 7s. Were there any 7s? 1 7. Were there any 8s? Were there any 9s? 1 9. Ah, we do 12. Where does it go? The next way, well, down here, the bottom like that? We don't need that one. It goes right there.
That one's for like 15 or
15,
16.
16, 17, 18, or 19 siblings, which nobody had in our problem. We're almost done. We're missing one last thing, and then we're done with our notes. What are we missing? The key. We said 0/5 equals 5 students.
Yeah, I learned the students, right?
I have that. Oh, no, I have that. No, they're. Oh, so not students. Siblings.